Hello and welcome. This is a 30-minute full body flow to make you feel amazing and energized. Today we'll be focusing on full body strength, flexibility, and a little bit of balance as well. So let's get started. We'll begin laying on our mats with your legs bent. Place the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees fall out to the side for supine butterfly. You can have your arms by your side, palms facing up, or I invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Feel free to extend the legs to Shavasana if this isn't comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath, noticing how your breath feels today and where it is in your body. Begin deepening your breath, moving it deeper into your belly. On the inhale, feel your belly expand like a balloon. On the exhale, feel your navel draw into your spine. Begin warming up the breath, and if you're not already, inhaling through the nose and exhaling back out through the nose. Continue warming up the breath and try to use this breath throughout your practice today. Open your eyes, bring your knees up, plant your feet on the mat, and gently begin to rock your knees side to side, getting some movement happening in your hips, in your legs, and in your lower back. Now hug both knees into your chest. Extend the left leg out on the mat, hugging the right knee in, and now open the right leg out slightly to the side for a deeper stretch in the hip. Now take your supine twist, bringing that right leg over towards the left, keeping both shoulders on the mat, gazing towards your right hand. Release the twist, hug both knees into your chest. Now extend your right leg out on the mat, hugging that left knee in. Open the left leg out slightly to the side for a deeper stretch in the hip. Take your supine twist, bringing the left leg over towards the right, gazing towards your left hand, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Release the twist, hug both knees into your chest. Begin rocking back and forwards. Do this a few times, and when you're ready, come straight up to boat pose. Feel free to reach your hands out in front of you or hold onto the backs of your thighs for a little more support, working that core to hold this pose. Lower the legs onto the mat and come to your hands and your knees to tabletop position. Inhale, arching the back, gaze up for a cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, looking down for a cat pose. Do this a few more times at your own pace. Feel free to throw in some natural movements here, maybe moving your hips side to side, doing some circles with your hips, whatever feels good for you today. Come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, push the hips to the sky for your first downward dog of the day. Feel free to walk it out here, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward towards your hand and come to a forward fold. Feel free to hold on to opposite elbows here and begin swaying side to side, maybe shaking your head yes, shaking your head no, just fully relaxing the spine here. Release the elbows and one vertebrae at a time, begin rolling all the way up to standing, Tadasana. Just take a few breaths here before we move on to our sun salutations A. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Take a full inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring the body up, arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump to plank. Full inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward towards your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring the body up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, bend the knees and push the sit bones back to chair pose. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left foot back to a low lunge. Plant your left hand on the mat right next to your right foot. And now take a twist, reaching your right hand up to the sky. Release the twist. Bring your body up and your arms overhead to a high lunge. Open the arms and the hips to the side for Warrior Two. With your right palm facing up, reach forward and back to Reverse Warrior. Place your left hand on your thigh or your shin, avoiding the knee area. Come back to Warrior Two. Place your right elbow on your right thigh and reach over with your left hand to a side angle pose. So your body should be a complete straight line from the bottom of your left foot all the way to your left fingertips. Come back to Warrior Two. Transition to a high lunge. Place your hands on the mat either side of your right foot. Begin moving all of the weight into your right foot, lifting your left leg straight out behind you. Now plant your right hand on the mat and open the body to the side, reaching your left fingers to the sky for a half moon pose. Place both hands on the mat and bend your left knee into your chest for a moment. And now plant your left foot on the mat. Come straight to a forward fold. Now take a few recovery breaths here, just letting your body relax for a moment. Now repeating all of this on the other side. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back to a low lunge. Plant your right hand on the mat right by your left foot and take a twist, reaching your left hand up to the sky. Release the twist. Bring the body up, arms overhead for a high lunge. Open the arms and the hips to the side for Warrior Two. With your left palm facing up, reach forward and back to Reverse Warrior, placing that right hand on your thigh or your shin, avoiding the knee area. Come back to Warrior Two. Take your side angle pose, placing that left elbow on the left thigh, reaching over towards the top of your mat with your right hand. Remembering that straight line from your toes all the way to your fingertips. Come back to Warrior Two. Transition to a high lunge. Place your hands on the mat. Begin moving all of your weight into your left foot, lifting that right leg straight out behind you. Plant your left hand on the mat and open your body to the right side for a half moon pose, reaching the right fingertips to the sky. Place both hands on the mat and bring that right knee into your chest for a moment. And plant the right foot on the mat, coming straight to a forward fold. Just relax here in your fold for a moment. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bringing the body up, come back to chair pose, reaching the hands to the sky. Exhale, come to standing, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's take a Vinyasa flow here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Full inhale. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, ending in downward dog. Feel free to walk it out here, bending one knee at a time. We're now moving on to our more restorative poses. Lift your right leg straight up for a three-legged downward dog. And now bring the right knee forward, placing it on the mat between your hands for pigeon pose. Feel free to stay here or walk your hands forward, resting on your forearms or reaching the fingertips right out in front of you, completely laying down on that right leg. Now just try to let the body relax into the stretch here. This can feel a little intense, so just using each breath to create space and release any tension in the body. Bring the body up, plant your hands, and push the hips to the sky for downward dog. Walk it out here, get the blood flowing in your legs again. Lift your left leg straight up to three-legged downward dog. Now bring the knee forward, placing it on the mat between your hands for a pigeon pose on the other side. Feel free to stay here or walk the hands forward, resting on your forearms or reaching them completely out in front of you. Just letting the body completely relax into this stretch. And try to notice how you might feel on this side compared to the other side. Are you a little tighter in this hip, or can you allow yourself to fall deeper into the stretch on this side? just using the breath to relax deeper into this stretch. Bring the body up, plant the hands on the mat, and push the hips to the sky for downward dog. Walking it out here, get the blood flowing in the legs. Now come to your hands and your knees and transition so you're now laying on your back. Your legs bent and plant your feet on the mat as close as possible to your sit bones. We're going to take our bridge here, so plant your hands on the mat, and when you're ready, push your hips up to the sky for a bridge. And now one vertebrae at a time, lower it down gently onto the mat. Let's do this again, pushing the hips to the sky. See if you can hold a little longer this time, even if it's just one extra breath. And lower it down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. One more time. Lifting the hips, pushing them to the sky, and feel free to bring your shoulders under you slightly, interlacing your fingers behind your back. This allows you to open your chest a little more here. And see if you can hold one extra breath this time. And release the hands, lower down onto your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side, do some circles with your knees. Just give your back a little massage after all that hard work. Moving on to one of my favorite poses and our final stretch for this practice. Allow your knees to open slightly, heels together, hold on to the bottoms of your feet. Feel free to stay here or open the legs to happy baby. hug your knees in and give yourself one last big squeeze. And now extend your legs out on the mat. Prepare for Shavasana. Just let your feet fall out naturally to the sides. Have your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And close your eyes. And bring your awareness to your body. Just letting your body completely relax here. Begin scanning the body from your toes all the way to the top of your head, just releasing any tension you might find along the way. If any thoughts come by about something you need to do or something that happened, just accept them and let them go without any judgment, just bringing your awareness back to your body in its fully present and relaxed state. Just allowing yourself to have this time to just be. We'll rest here for a few moments. Gently begin to wake up the body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, your feet, your arms, your legs, maybe shaking your head side to side gently. Now reach your arms overhead and take a big stretch here like you just woke up from a nap. Gently open your eyes and roll over onto one side. Any side is fine. Take one big breath here. Gently push yourself up and come to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more.